guys, welcome to this week's show. Now, I doubt anyone who's clicked on today's video hasn't seen E.T. yet. He's enshrined in our popular culture. I mean, you can't eat a bag of Reese's Pieces in public without some asshole thinks he's funny telling you E.T. phone home. But that doesn't take away from the fact that it's a heartwarming tale between a young boy and a puppet that happened to break all box office records in the early 80s. And by the way, if you haven't seen E.T. yet, then stop wasting your time on YouTube and go watch it. You're neglecting yourself. Anyway, as great as E.T. the Extra-Terrestrial was for Steven Spielberg's career and Universal Pictures' giant money vault, the classic Hollywood catastrophe happened when one hacky executive guy said something like, "Hey, how's about we make E.T. 2, the return of the alien puppet thing?" And then a filmmaker was all like, "Yeah man, sounds like a money idea." Now, you're gonna be real glad this one didn't get made, guys, after you see the ill-advised treatment for what would have been E.T. 2 Nocturnal Fears. It was the year 1982, and Spielberg's sci-fi family film was well on its way to making over $700 million worldwide, when Universal Pictures executives realized that if they wanted a successful sequel to their blockbuster, they would need Spielberg on board. They'd already learned a painful lesson with their Jaws sequels. And so the movie studio U-hauled a truck full of money to Spielberg's office and persuaded him to start working on a treatment for a sequel. And in response, the director cranked out an insane 9-page document that would haunt the executives' nightmares forever. In return for their truckload of money, Universal Pictures received a treatment that completely ignored the original film's family appeal and instead introduced E.T.'s murderous red-eyed cousins. You see, when E.T. phoned home in the first film, he apparently failed to explain to Elliot that home was a planet full of psycho killers Keskassis who were willing to travel across the universe to get their destructive freak on. The evil creatures are carnivorous. These creatures are an albino mutation of the same civilization E.T. belongs to. The two separate groups have been at war for decades. These evil ETs make their way to Elliot's hometown and search for their not-so-carnivorous cousin. And it doesn't take long before they run to Elliot, Drew Barrymore, and the rest of the gang, only to remind them that this is not a family-friendly film anymore. Elliot advances in a friendly gesture, but barely escapes being bitten, or even killed by the aliens' razor-sharp teeth. Several of the aliens bare their fangs from time to time to show they mean business. And by business, they mean torture, because each of the children are presumably waterboarded into revealing the location of their ET. They cry, scream, and pray for their one true space friend to come and save them. And surprisingly, it works. Turns out screams of an annoying child can travel 1,000,000 light years. The original E.T. returns to Earth and John McClane's his way through several different levels of the evil mothership before finally reaching Elliot and the gang and releasing them from their alien torture dungeon. As they exit the spacecraft, E.T. smashes a couple of buttons and sends it flying off to bother some other poor sap of a planet. The kids are now reunited with their space friend, who gives them all a hug as his own non-evil mothership returns to pick him up and take him to another magical adventure. And therefore, once again, E.T. abandons the pack of recently traumatized children who will forever question which alien is worse, the one who kidnaps and tortures them, or the one who calls himself a friend, only to abandon them in the woods after the most disturbing existential encounter of their lives. Luckily for Elliot and Drew Barrymore, E.T. 2 Nocturnal Fears never saw the light of day due to Spielberg's insistence at the time on not wanting to direct a sequel to any of his own projects, because it would do nothing but rob the original of its virginity. A lesson we all wish he would have remembered 25 years later when he decided to nuke a fridge full of Harrison Ford and kill everyone's appetite for ever wanting another Indiana Jones movie again. Hey guys, thanks a lot for watching Rejected Movie Ideas. Make sure you subscribe to this channel to see a lot more rejected movie ideas. There's tons of them. And if you like me and my face, you can go check me out on my channel, Practical Folks. Should be a link somewhere around me. Somewhere, you can just click it right now. We do sketches in a thing called Drunk Disney, which is exactly what it sounds like. So subscribe here, go check me out there. Have a good one.